Welcome to the WolfShadePodcast. This is episode 47. I think episode 47, but you get the gist of my whole thing. This is episode 47 of the podcast. We coming in here with another part of the doubleheader week, and we're just having a blast. And the person I got on today is a good friend of mine. Started his music career back in the good old late 2018-ish, and he's just now coming into the big leagues and everything too. And he's starting to do anime music, got a bunch of albums coming out. And yeah, he's been having a ball ever since. His rapper name is SC. And yeah, welcome to the podcast today, man.
Yo, thanks for having me, bro.
But yeah,
Yo,
well, what's up with you? How you doing today, though?
yeah, I'm doing great, man. Honored
That's
to
what's
be
up.
here.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I mean, obviously, I've been trying to get you on here for a good minute to talk about your music and everything. And
Yeah,
obviously, based on scheduling, we kind of suck ass with it. But, you know, we,
Yo.
we just try to like have fun with it and, do what we got to do. So, since you mentioned you got some music coming out, explain, the basis behind your music career. And, what's up with the new music you got?
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, the truth of it is like, yeah, like this whole thing was inspired in 2018. Like, I've been wanting to do it from then, but I never like had the materials, and I was just trying to go through college.
Mm-hmm.
College ended up not being so successful. So, like when I told my dad I just wanted to try and start producing, try and start doing other things for my music, he
Mm-hmm.
supported the idea. Then in 2020, um, he tragically passed away. Like at January 28th or so. That's what motivated me even more to just get FL Studio, start trying to make beats. But then like beat making hasn't been working out for me either because like at 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 some point I needed to start making songs to get
Yeah.
myself out there because it's not just about beat making. You gotta also like make your own tracks and shit. And I was honestly still bad at producing, so I
Yeah.
decided to do this thing where I get like a beat pack, like what 2 3 years later, and I bought this beat pack, and then next thing you know, an idea comes. I'm watching Black Clover, and then Black Clover, I make the anime tribute album for it. And then my guy over here helps me with the artwork. I pay him, and then we get it done. Asta, and then Alpha Voyage as well. Or no, Wolf Shade.
That was the old name, but Wolf
Old
Shade,
name, yeah. Wolf Shade.
yeah. But
All of
yeah,
Us in the Background. That becomes my debut album in 2023 at like the beginning of December, December 8th. That's called the winter season album. Like what I plan to do now from here on out is like every 3 seasons of every year, make three different or no, make one different anime tribute albums.
okay. I mean
So
that
and the lineup right now is like Shield Hero, April 12th, main version, and then April's 26th, we got the deluxe version as well. Wolf Shade's gonna be on it as well. This with the song called Self Belief. Look forward to that. He's gonna have a hot verse one, and then after that, bro, Attack on Titan. We had to do it.
yeah.
We had to do it. I had to make this decision on when I was gonna do Attack on Titan. I'm thinking
Uh,
of One Piece and Naruto at some point, but much later. Even Fairy Tail, but much later.
okay,
But
cool, cool, cool.
but like Attack on Titan and then Bleach. That's my direction for this year.
Okay,
And
cool, cool,
man,
cool.
Attack on Titan's gonna be hella emotional. I already set my beat list for it. I have the beat selected. I'm gonna start recording in like the next month or May, so then I can get it all out by June. Not June, by July or August.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, you're trying to get everything out and early, pretty much, and
Exactly.
just to make sure you got stuff to come out with. So that makes sense. And then despite, the motivation for, the music and everything, and sorry for the loss of your dad, like I said before, 3 years ago,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand like that's a kind of a good, I wouldn't say a good motivation, but it's also like a motivation peak. Sometimes I kind of understand where you're coming from with that and all that. And, you know, I admire you kind of just, to keep pushing yourself and everything because, the type of things are from experience not easy to get over. So then I know like other
yeah.
things still not easy to get over. So
So it's still not easy. Yep.
yeah, so I understand where you're coming from. So I'm glad you're at least keeping his memory alive, like through music and stuff. And as we said before, music ain't easy as well. So we got to keep pushing and everything too. So yeah, but it involves to like, music and everything. Um, are you kind of like just making these sort of albums small with the little mini albums you're doing, or are you trying to like what's a question? Like, are you trying to make it big as much as like as more music as you make? Because I know some rappers be making like those little mini albums. Like Meek Mill, you make like mini albums, then he combine them all to one deluxe thing. Are you trying to do something like that?
Yeah, like I'm trying to make big albums and small albums as well. Like
Okay,
since I'm really bad at marketing, the best I can do is just up my discography until I get
O-
better at marketing my music.
okay, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I would say that because with marketing and all that, obviously we both know that shit ain't easy, and then like finding the right people to do it is just like kind of
Yeah.
out of the ordinary too. So it's like, okay, how can we do this to keep a certain level head at that as well? So, I mean, I say we're doing a good job so far. I say it's just like, it's not easy and all that because, obviously, majority of us is trying to like make a name for ourselves and everything. Like, I'm more going the influence route, even though it's not working out so far, but I'm trying to like, you know, push it to the next level. And then I would say, seeing you how you are with your music kind of like motivates that for me for a little bit. So keep at it. And yeah, and it kind of goes along lines of like, okay, like what do you think is the most like non easy like the thing that's not easy about making music? Like what's the thing that's most challenging to you?
I mean, yeah, it's for that it's like the recording definitely. Like the times I have to make for recording and then like what you call it the just like the structure of it like
Hmm.
sometimes I have to keep what because like there are times I mess up in the recording so bad I
Hmm.
end up having to go back and forth in the same song, and the same thing happened to the whole album too. It's like once I came back from like before leaving India or before leaving to India
Hmm.
that year before the album came out for Black Clover. Um, I had to keep repeating. I had to rewrite. I had to redo my verses the same way I was trying to already do it. And then once I did all the songs with no mixing or proper mastering, I just went to India, did 3 songs over there,
Hmm.
all
Hmm.
properly engineered and mixed and mastered. Then I came home using that like inspiration, that influence, like the knowledge that I got from mixing and mastering from them. I used it to my best ability and then dropped the Black Clover album in December 8th. So yeah,
Right.
it's really finding the time to record and then
Hmm.
just being able to do it. But another thing that's difficult is really finding beats. What I'm trying to do is make my own beats. I think now after this whole struggle of being able to make my own beats, I may have found a software that can help me like make my own beats.
Okay.
I just gotta buy it soon and then I'll be able to start making my
Okay.
own beats for next year.
Cool. 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 Yeah, I would say the same thing. And as far as like getting your name out there and stuff, pretty much, I would say like making beats are like the challenge sometimes.
Yeah.
Even though like like playing instruments back then myself. It's like just that type of line work. It's like kind of challenging when it comes to the computer aspect and like using the real instruments is kind of easy. It's kind of easy. And it's like you kind of want to mix it up a little bit too,
Yeah,
because like with
exactly.
certain music, you kind of want to like what's the word varies itself because like
Yeah,
kind of
or
you
like
kind of
variety.
yeah you kind of want to
Uh,
go at it for different variety too, and it's just like okay, that's why I was mentioning. Okay, you kind of okay, you doing rap, you kind of want to I would say go into different styles of music too. I
yeah,
mean, like kind of like because I see people incorporate rap into like rock, into like orchestra type of stuff, like orchestra rap. Like I seen people do that. Like everybody be interjecting different types of like music genres together. So I think that's like another type of thing, people should go for next. Not necessarily you, because everybody has the cup of tea that they should go for. But
yeah.
I noticed like that's been a type of feel when it comes to music lately. And I was like, huh, okay. Let me see what that type of thing can go for too. And also submitting like your music and stuff to like gaming too, because I noticed like games like I would say Madden or other stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they do like little things where people can submit their music too, because I know they don't just
Yeah.
got Big Meal in that freaking joint.
I got that strategy covered out because in some of the songs I do make like mentions of or add of players in the bars like a LeBron bar or AD bar,
Oh
Kobe
yeah,
bar.
yeah.
Like I had a lot of it. Oh, and I'm gonna make a Messi song soon too, just as a single.
Messi. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah,
Because I just thought that as well because I know it's like a lot of people have been getting their music incorporated into video games and everything too. So I'm like,
yeah,
hmm, that's not that's not a bad like that's not a bad interject, And it's just like, okay, why not interject those musics? Obviously, you got to make a different version, like one that's like censored and everything. So I'm just like, okay.
oh, yeah,
I mean, it's
dude.
Madden. Hmm?
That's been a struggle for me. Censoring my music is it's all explicit everywhere.
I mean, to be honest, explicit is more better, but it's like
Yeah,
obviously if you're trying to get your music into like games and stuff like that, you're gonna have to censor
yeah.
some music and stuff. And I was just like, yeah, okay. Like censoring sucks like complete ass from time to time. But it's just like, okay, well, we gotta censor this here when I know this person is like not really a part of like censorship. So that's literally the only type of like issue that's more of a more of a major annoyance when it comes to like music and stuff. So I would say keep that type of thing. The only annoying part is gonna be that too. But when it comes to music and everything, like what's the main thing you trying to go for in music, honestly?
Honestly, the main thing I'm trying to go for, I'm trying to be various with it. I I certainly love anime the most out of everything in
Mm-hmm.
life,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes I want to like rap about sports, rap about different topics as well.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that just comes to mind or comes from a friend's mind, if someone tells me to rap about this or rap about that, I'm willing to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But like the main goal is like ma honor all my favorite anime that I've ever seen in my life by
Mm-hmm.
making constant anime tribute albums as much as I can every year, which is why I came up with the 3 seasons, one album plan for
Mm-hmm.
every year. That's how I'm gonna operate. But and then another goal is to make my own anime and then make my own openings for them too, and get them all submitted through Japan and make it all work.
Yeah, that
Become
makes
the
sense.
become the next become the next Akira, like R.I.P. or become the next him at some point.
You know you're gonna have to focus on one thing to become the next Akira, right?
Yeah,
Because listen, because like from making the manga, I'm just letting you know right now, if you're trying to like focus on adding that music aspect and everything too, it's just like I don't know. I never heard the manga authors like, making the manga and then helping focus on the music as well because, as I said before, that type of instance is not easy to be honest because, you're trying to make the music, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that. Like obviously we're trying to incorporate how
yeah,
people how people do what's the word? I would say do the music and everything too. And because for me, I'm trying to be like, okay, let me incorporate this music into like, okay, how can we do this? How can we do that? And then just be like, okay, what's the type of notion that I can do to not mess this up? Because obviously we all know making music is not easy. And we all know making manga is not easy as well. I usually live stream this episode, but I didn't today. I legit forgot it, but I'm not as energetic as my Instagram live self from back in the day. So you know this. So,
yeah,
but I would say involving like with making music is like, okay, how can we do this to um how can we do this to I would say I would say I would say interject if that makes sense. Cause
yeah,
like
yeah,
with not just anime, you trying to like do with music too, and with music, it's not as easy as we proclaim it to be. But it's like okay, we can do this. Doing music is all about telling the story. It's all about doing this. It's all about doing that. And sometimes it can be a fucking annoyance. We all know that. So,
yeah, yeah,
but it's like okay, what can we do to continue this type of thing as well. So yeah, I would say that would work too, if that makes sense.
yeah.
And but
Like
oh,
what
go
my plan is about it is like keep on going with my music and then like
hmm
just make some small extra time to just write some scripts, some practice scripts for like different anime stories I want to make.
well, you better get up to par on that writing because it's not
Yeah,
easy. Because if you're trying to like write your own stuff, I'm just letting you know, like the vocal point of writing is not easy, and it's just like when you're trying to tell a premiere story is just like the main one of the main things you want to focus on is is mainly character development and just mainly things that you could take care of that can explain the story better than everything. Because like if you can explain a if you can explain a story like you can just make a music based off like anime and stuff or like a character that you know is making music and stuff like that. You can do it like that pretty much.
yeah,
And I would say, okay, like how can I explain this story just by intervening, myself into this to see if this works and stuff like that, if that makes sense to you.
yeah,
But that kind of be like using animes as certain influences and all that too. And I would say I would say in order for this to work, you want to like as we said before, storytelling is not easy. It's more freaking annoying than anything.
Yeah.
And as as more as a storytelling can take, I'm literally on Instagram Live, like recording this right now, just to do some tests and all that. But it's like when it comes to writing, if you're gonna explain not just with albums and stuff like that, you want to like one have a story because obviously you have a story and you want to continue going and all the stuff like that too. And not only that, you want to continue focus on how I really want to make an inch joke right now, but I can't do that. But
Yeah.
it's like you want to focus on how you want to interject that. Because when it
Yeah.
comes to making music, because one, making music, you gotta have a story as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Two, you want to also have development because development not just for music, you kind of want to have the certain thing as well to explain the story. Because how I explain my manga is like writing manga is not easy.
No, totally not.
and and you kind of want to add it onto it just to randomly, okay, I can do this, I can do that. How can I up the ante to make this better? And obviously, I kind of suck at writing love stories and everything. And it's like, okay, I can do this, but I can do that. But can I up the ante on that? That's the kind of thing you want to do for yourself. And that's how I kind of explain people too. Like I can have people come to me and just be like, man, you be giving the best advice when we all know I don't give the good advice. Like if you know me for a long time, man, right? And it's just like, okay, you know me as the fumbler of all fumbles, right? The moment a lady looks at me in the eye, it's just like, is there like a connection we got? Like that's how me and one of my other friends, his name is Ty. That's my bro right there. That's like how me and Ty kind of like bonded because like with him, it's like a competition. Be like, okay, I'm automatically gonna fumble. How is this gonna work? But it's not gonna work all the time and everything too. So people gotta continue that notion of okay, I know I can do this and everything too. And yeah, I would say, okay, how can this work? How can I do this? How can I do that? And how can I explain more and everything too? So I would say do that for you if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'll definitely take all of this into just into my mental notes and then I'll follow through.
Yeah, I would say follow through with that and like kind of write your own story because one, this is not high school DxD.
It's not, no. It's
Yeah.
not any of those animes.
because one because one, as many of us want to be in that type of world, as many of us want to
Yeah.
get those ladies and everything, at the end of the day, it's just like it's all about the crowd you want to surround yourself to. And not only that, you want to surround yourself with the right crowd. You want to surround yourself with the right crowd too, because not every crowd is meant to be with everything, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like that kind of goes along on like another question. It's like what crowd you want to surround yourself with. I'm waiting for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. What kind of crowd?
Yeah.
That's the crowd that just loves anime overall and loves like music, just loves everything in general. Like
Okay.
different kinds of dreams, different kinds of aspirations. It's all various.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And is this like a certain notion that you're trying to go for or a fan base that you're trying to attract? I don't know. Because like I don't want my fan base to end up like My Hero Academia. Let's just get that out the way now.
Yeah, yeah, the fan base, though. Yeah, the fan base I'm trying to attract for music and like the future anime I end up writing eventually.
hmm
Um, just yeah, just love anime, love music, and also stay good, stay positive to yourself and others as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
don't. I don't want fans coming in hating on my shit like they hate on My Hero Academia. But
I mean,
even with hate, there's one thing about hate. Everybody's got to deal with it. If hate does come, my idol Drake, that that dude always goes through the hate, but even on stage recently he said, "No one can mess with me. I'm all good. I'm always gonna be good." Like he said that on stage too.
are you just saying that because he got fried recently?
He did get fried. No, he,
Mm-mm-mm. Like the funny thing, I really don't even check up or I really don't even pay attention to freaking, rap beefs and stuff right now and everything. And it's just like I didn't even know it was a freaking beef going on. And I'm just like, man, y'all be coming with unnecessary beefs for no reason at all. And I'm
I
just
don't think
like,
it's beef. I think it's just competitive nature. Well, it's kind of half and half. It's really both. Kendrick Lamar just wants to throw him, and and if he's got to diss people to get it, by all means, just diss him.
you seem to forget we haven't heard anything from Kendrick in God knows how long now.
I know. What 2022 or something, 2023.
Yeah,
Wait,
and he
no,
just
no, no, 2022 for sure.
and he just come out the blue with that type of thing. I just be like, okay, do your thing, Kendrick, but goddamn, at least
Yeah,
give us a heads up when you come out with shit. To be honest, because it's like, okay, it's like I kind of hate like rap these. It's like if I'm gonna come at you, I'm gonna come at you face to face.
yeah,
It's like a lot of rappers don't do that these days, and I'm just like, okay, how can I do this better than anybody, And it's like, okay, I know I can do this better. I know I can do that better. And it's just like, okay, how is this? How is this helping my career? Because I know a lot of rappers that be trying to go for these old school rappers be getting destroyed. And I forgot what's his name, but that was a prime example of that.
think
And
Eminem,
yeah, MGK.
Eminem, MGK. Yeah, that beef was funny, bro.
It's just like, as an Eminem fan, it's just like I know not to come at somebody who has that much of a high level ground.
Yeah,
Because obviously, I need certain rappers to understand. Okay, you want to target this person, but if this person fries you up, knowing the experience that they have, you kind of lost that one. That's like that's like Nelly saying, no, not Nelly. The game saying he's better than Eminem. Like, come on, we all
oh,
know
yeah.
he's not better than Eminem. I'm
Dude,
like,
if Nelly said that, that would be even worse.
oh no, he did.
He did.
Yeah, he did. You can look it up. You can look it up and say that he's
Oh hell no.
you can look it up and I was like, come on, bro. It's
Nelly's
it's like
like what club music,
yeah. Wait. No. No, I said the game, not Nelly. I fucked that up.
bro.
It was the game though. But like
What's the game, man?
imagine if Nelly did say something like that.
Oh my gosh. Like, hot, hot. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no,
No, you're
no.
not dissing anyone with that kind of song,
Like you can't you can't be like, oh, I'm better than you, and then not expect anything to happen. Like at this point, Eminem don't even have to say anything, honestly. And it's just like Eminem's just doing his own thing now, if I'm not mistaken. So, and
bro. Yeah.
it's just like, okay, if he's doing his own thing, he's been rapping for a goddamn long time.
Dude,
And
if Dre's right about what he said on Jimmy Kimmel, Eminem's new album, bro. If he's right about that, I'm ready for it.
yeah,
Everyone's dropping albums, but we're not getting DXD yet. Like, what the hell, bro?
I mean,
New
to be
anime, new
honest,
albums, but no DXD.
honestly, I'm not really expecting anything DXD no time soon. Is just like, I'm to the point where I'm not even focused on it, honestly. If anything gets announced, I'm gonna be excited for it and everything too. But at the end of the day, it's just like it's just like okay, it's just like okay, like what is the it's just like what am I supposed to expect from DXT? Like as a high school DXT fan, yes, I'm hyped for anything new, but it's just like I'm not really looking forward to it, honestly.
Just moving on until we get any info or anything official.
Man, I'm just like, okay, well, like, what are we getting? And then I think that's it for me, question music wise. But it's just like you want to like bring up like the topic of anime and stuff too.
Yeah, definitely. It's like like make music, make anime, and then like I know it's gonna be a lot of hard work, but
Yeah,
if I can find that way to like interject and do both at different times, I'm pretty sure it'll work. I'm pretty sure it'll all work out.
true, true.
That's why I feel like for writers or even manga writers, you got if you got an iPhone or you got an Android or whatever, you just use the Notes app. When you have the Notes app, you can practice writing, you can practice script writing, you can practice storytelling with characters too. That's the strategy I'm using currently.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would say, I would say, always like write and like kind of save some stuff too. And it's just like, okay, like, okay, cool. Let's see how that's gonna go then.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I would just say like save stuff and everything too, and just make sure, okay, let me see if I can like I said before, up the ante with this to kind of be proficient in this too and everything, and just be like, okay, cool and everything. But like, how
yeah,
can I get this notion going and just be like, okay, cool. But like anime wise, and you was talking about Attack on Titan, um, you said Attack on Titan tribute album, and then
yeah.
you mentioned
We're titling it Beyond the Walls. I
Beyond the.
tried I tried coming up with a good title, but like I think Beyond the Walls is fitting. Even in real life, everyone's in this wall that's protecting them from the real world that they don't want to be out at. Or or either they're afraid of being out there in the real world or like they're just held back or something. But it's something that holds people back. But
Hmm.
me, like after seeing Aaron Yeager as a protagonist,
Hmm.
that really is what inspired me to just write this album. And then the ending is so sad. Like I have two special songs at the end of the album that that reflects on the sadness of how the ending was and just the deepness of the anime.
You thought that was sad? I
It was
mean,
brutal, but it was sad too. Very sad.
he kind of set up his own fate. If I'm gonna be honest, because
Yeah, he did. He did.
I mean, to be honest, I stick by it, even though the genocide part of it's messed up. I still think Aaron should
Yeah,
have died.
I'm talking about the love story part, bro. Like, yeah,
First
the
of first,
genocide.
first of all, I feel like Aaron and the story had a better connection than Aaron and Mikasa. I'm sorry, that's what I felt like because okay, I kind of knew that specific scene was going to happen eventually because what Aaron pretty much said was right. I was just like, okay, but he's basically just being a dickhead to her, so she won't have to, you know, do all this type of thing.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, you seen it coming, then you seen the stuff of Aaron, this story. I was just like, I sense a better connection with that than them. And it's just like it's kind of weird though, because like I see Aaron and Mikasa as brother and sister. I don't see them as mutual lovers. You just
Oh,
it's just
well, yeah,
weird.
I saw it as kind of both,
It's just
honestly.
like you got a point, but it's just like I don't. You know me as that type of notion. I don't do that type of stuff anyway. It's just like
Yeah,
it's like I can't be doing that. Mm-mm. It's just
yeah.
like it's like okay. It's like okay, you see this brother sister. Mikasa says otherwise. This man couldn't make up his mind to the last second, even though he had to put on a phase in order for her to pretend like he didn't like her. I couldn't stand that part.
Yeah.
Man, I was just like, it's just like, it's just like, okay, like really, like yeah, you kind of wrote that better, could have wrote that better than that. And I'm just like, come on, Mikasa. It's just, I'm like,
And the
yeah,
funny part is her name too. You keep saying Mikasa or Mikasa. I didn't know what to even say at all. But
I,
then, but then, like when you watch the anime in English dubbed, you can hear Mikasa.
yeah. You, so you roasting how I'm saying the name. That's fucked up, man.
No,
I never even paid attention like that.
everyone's got it. Everyone's got their. But dude, I'm gonna spoil some bars real quick, dude.
Go ahead,
Like,
go ahead.
there's this one line in the album where I said, it's like in Spanish you say Mikasa and Sukasa, like that line.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I said, yeah, I wanna Mikasa and Mikasa. I'm like, yeah, it's a it's a good bar. It's funny. It's gonna make people laugh. I'm gonna add that shit there. That was my idea for that line.
I mean, that's not a bad. That's not a bad. That's not a bad verse. Honestly, it was just like, damn it. Now you got this shit longer in my head. Really? Like, god
You might have
dang.
been trying to think of that too or something.
Well, here's the thing. We both don't got Mikasas right now, so I'm not really thinking about it.
Uh,
Look, I'm trying to get on that Mikasa train. All right, but people make some things so goddamn complicated, man.
yeah.
Like, I'm just like, look, this 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 goes along my lines of like my quotes that I post in my stories and stuff like that. It's just like I don't want to go through that instance again from my previous relationship. Like I'm trying to find somebody that like me for me, regardless of like, because I make jokes and stuff a lot. So it's just like, you know, dudes don't want to deal with judgmental people. I mean, it's just how the way it is. Sucks to say, but it happens. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah, but since we're on the term of relationship, what about you? Because everybody needs to know. Because you be spouting some crazy stuff in your stories, thinking you slick.
I'm not really in one really. I was at first, but like long distances don't really work out as planned.
Yeah, that I agree with, especially when you try to make plans and
Yeah.
then the person say otherwise. Man, fuck this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was
Well,
just like,
as in terms of relationship, what I'm looking to do is just like just make my wealth off of my passion, my music, and then just let the right girl come to me. And I could tell you this one thing for sure: whichever girl comes to me will have all the capabilities of all the different waifus we all love. That's like she's gonna be as beautiful as her, as intelligent, as fearless as her. It's gonna be all qualities. Like
well, the
the
funny
end.
thing, the problem with that is you're not talking about one. You're not talking about many wifeys. You're talking about one. I know you.
Is
You ain't slick, bro. You ain't
it is.
slick.
Oh man, well I should tell you when I'm gonna plan a DXD album. It
I
might be
thought
next
I
year
literally
too.
thought that's what you was doing first.
It might. I might
That's
just
what I
make
was mighty
it a middle.
surprised. I was like, huh, he's not doing the DXD joint first?
Yeah, it's gonna come in the middle. I know. I know there's gonna need to be some club anthem type music. So for DXD, I'm planning on like having house music, some reggaeton music, so all different kinds of vibes in the DXD album. So I'm trying to like, I still got a track list. I got to prepare the track list as well.
You probably got like one dedicated to Akano, don't you? Because you know me already.
Hey man, if you want to hop on that track, because I know you love Akino too.
Look, I'm not. You just literally just brought an idea to my head. I have not literally like Akano is still in the fresh in my mind, but this is like I have not talked about Akano in the span of like 3 years now,
Damn.
which hurts me a little bit. But it's just like since the card thing is over with now, which really don't got much stuff to post now, and it's just like with
Yeah, those are
the card
fun.
the card thing's over with now. I'm still waiting for the stuff from the new joint that's coming out. I'm just like, what's there to do? But it's like Akano, she's still number one tier wife. I don't give a crap what anybody says.
Yeah.
She's still number one to me. And and it's just like but like the current Akano, how she is now in the light now, she's strong as hell. But the way they treat her in the manga, like getting decimated so easily in the rating games, like bro, that's why I
Dude.
can't. That's what
Yeah.
I was like, bro. That's why I kind of interject myself into like the DxD world a little bit
Yeah.
because like the funny thing, Origin of Shogun was really supposed to be a high school DxD tribute thing, and the next story I kind of just branch off into my own element, which I pretty much did though. So and with that, it's like okay, I interject myself, Matt Soka, my character into the rating game. He decimated everybody except Cyro, crazy strong ass. But it's like you kind of got to interject yourself into it a little bit, and then like I kind of made like a little panel with Akano when after she got destroyed in High School DxD. I was like, and it was kind of funny though, writing that. And Fears asked my characters, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Good." And then Issa was like, "Why are you crying?" Then he got just pushed Issa out the way, and then he was like, and then whoever Sour sends to the character be like, is he crying? And then my character just decimates that character in like a half opponent. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but like from watching Testament System New Dublin in High School DxD, I found Boxer way better than Issa. I'm sorry. I hate to point that out.
Oh man. Yeah, Bossera kind of had more guts. EC was always like thinking of whether he should.
Because like you mean to tell me you thinking about certain stuff when Boxer just going in.
Exactly.
I'm
Uh,
like, I'm sorry, man. And obviously Issei's overpowered and stuff now, but it's just like, oh my goodness, it's just like what the heck?
yeah, you gotta.
Like this
He
man
had
got
too much
more guts than
hesitation.
you. This man got more guts than you, and you're not going for the kill. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, I love Issei, right? But he is highly irritating as an anime fan. I was like,
Yeah.
you just like, okay, I could sympathize with him because I remember I simped for a girl back in my teenage years. Kind of find out was the shittiest girl I ever met. We all been there. I mean, I did make a long ass story where I kind of interject like the hooded character into the joint and it's like, man, I ain't gonna simp for you, girl. I'm gonna kill you. It's just like kind of like with the two characters, it's like, okay, you kind of want to interject that and just be like, okay, kind of interject yourself to see how that works. And it kind of worked out pretty good so far. It's just like,
Yeah.
okay, interject yourself to see how you fare against all of these gods and goddesses that could be stronger than you, and gonna find out reading mythologies, they not even stronger as hell at all. And then I was like, dang, if Kratos beat the heck out of these people, shouldn't be a problem for me. But yeah, so we talking about like animes and stuff like that. Like, mm, I'd say give me a favorite of the current year.
Man, what was that?
I said give me your favorite animes of the current year.
Oh, favorite? Oh man. The ones that's been coming out or
Just in general.
oh well definitely, yeah, to start off, we gotta say JJK.
Okay, true, true, true.
And then like Attack on Titan did technically end, so Attack on Titan as well. And then
Sucks
and
that
then
it ended.
yeah. And then My Hero because it's gonna come this year. Season
Oh, yeah,
7.
season 7, right?
Yeah. There's gotta be more love to My Hero, bro. I mean, I get the fandom and like what they ship and what they do and all, but like Izuku is like humbly like a very great, humble, wholesome character.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you watch his life and you compare it to yours, like you just have to believe in yourself. And once you like get that belief in yourself, like you'll be able to overcome all your shit, all your adversities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because part of like because when I rewatched My Hero Academia due to the hype of season 7, a month ago or so,
Mm-hmm.
that's what motivated me even more to just complete my Shield Hero album.
Yeah,
It's
that
like
makes sense.
it's totally different animes I'm writing albums for. But if
Yeah.
you watch one anime, it'll still help you finish the album you're making.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
Fairy Tale as well, like considering the resume of it, like since it came out, and also the characters in that anime are badass too. Like
Yeah.
it, I get it's like a lot of fantasy ripoffs, like you could compare it to One Piece, Naruto, but it's still just as inspirational as the little boy Izuku. You look at
Yeah.
Natsu in every episode, always that assertiveness, that belief in himself.
Mm-hmm.
That's what drives me in all of my albums, in whatever stories I want to write. Just like whatever I have to do in my day to day life, just to get them paychecks.
Yeah.
It all drives me. Anime overall drives me, whichever comes out or whichever is there.
Mm. Yeah, that
Oh,
makes
there's
sense.
there's another good one. There's another good one I like now. It's called Solo Leveling.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
that had a good start. I was really liking it.
Oh, yeah. I'm already caught up on like the whole story, but oh man, that episode the other day was brutal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the episode the other day was brutal. I was just like, people never listen to me when I say overpowered characters need to get their ass kicked every once in a while. Cause I
Dude,
was
the boss scene was so cool. Like the statue smiling, like damn.
mm-mm-mm. Oh no, I
Like
was talking about I was talking about
that reminded me of them freaky Titans smiling
oh
and
yeah, the
everything.
smiling Titan.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was thinking about the episode from the other day with Igris.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, this letting you know you ain't shit, but getting decimated like that. Like another anime that I was recently catching up with manga wise was Hell's Paradise with Gabi
Ooh.
Maru.
Okay, I gotta put that on my list. I gotta watch
Yeah,
it.
that's a good one. Just letting you know the dude ain't folding.
Yeah.
He's not like a typical shonen. He ain't fumbling at all. He got a wife he trying to get back to.
Yeah.
So it's a good anime though. It's a good
Oh yeah.
anime.
Another
Hmm?
like it's the album I'm making, like that's or the album I made or completed
Hmm.
for Shield Hero. That Shield Hero anime in specifics is another favorite too.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Now for me, like you would normally think a shield is just a shield, but the way now for me use the shield in every battle
Hmm.
and like the adventures he's able to have, the
Hmm.
people he found met,
Yeah,
he just kept going too. He was a great protagonist. So
yeah. So, before signing off here, like, what could people expect from you, though? I mean,
Oh,
future wise.
future wise, I can say tonight, new singles coming out. My last single of the Shield Hero tribute campaign. It's called Later, and then yeah, the song's called Later, and then it's in parentheses Toast to Ost. Ost Harai, the character who died in season two.
Hmm.
It's that song's like an ode, a tribute to her as well.
Okay.
Like we're raising our glasses for her the way
Hmm.
she was as a character before she died.
Hmm. That makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense. But yet the
But
chick
yeah,
that yet the chick that falsely accused, what's his name, is still alive. That's sad. But yeah,
yeah,
anyway.
mine, bro.
Oh man, if that was
I
up to me,
hate
she
her,
would have got
bro.
if that was up to me, she would have got decimated by now.
I like her nicknames though. Hey, Nahumi did good with that.
Man. You lucky we got different characterizations because she would have got decimated by one of my characters by now.
Yes.
But yeah, you peeps heard it here. He got a new single coming out. So stay tuned to that. They're coming out like later on tonight.
Later on tonight. Oh, and then like um April 12th, Shield Hero album, My Ascendancy, suggested by me by Wolfshade.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks for like giving me that word.
I just literally just based off it because I forgot I created like a arc for my manga from that. So I was like, just why not just let him use that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
Awesome.
heard it. Oh, you said what?
Oh yeah, I said awesome.
Yeah, but like you heard it here. You got a single releasing tonight. Um, releasing tonight because obviously we in different time zones. Completely forgot about that. But
Yeah. Your midnight, my 9 p.m.
okay, so 9 p.m. PST Pacific Standard Time. Those in California, Nevada, and all those
Yeah.
places. 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for those on the East Coast. I mean, I'm on the East Coast, even though I'm from the West Coast for the time being. But you know, but yeah, 9 p.m. PST, 12 a.m. EST for those on the East Coast, and April 12th for the Shield album. So yeah, stay true to that. And
Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah. And then Instagram, SC SC dot anime life 97 or just something like
mhm,
that. You
yeah,
you you know you have it, so you can share it as well. And then
yeah.
I'll share. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be sure to share it in my stories and make sure like everybody checks your stuff out and make sure everything. And yeah, let's make this a hell of a year for you, man. Because it's gonna
Yeah.
be lit.
Yeah. And then let's get you on all the projects too.
Yeah,
Collab
yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna be lit
bunches.
though.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, so appreciate those that paid attention to episode 47 today. And we'll run this back sooner than later. This will be uploaded later on today. And look at you showing the bling and shit. But yeah, this is episode be
Same time, SC time.
this will be uploaded later on today. And yeah, let's bring it on.
Let's bring it on. Yep.